And for more, let's bring in President Rashad Robinson of Color of Change, a racial justice organization that uses innovative strategies to bring about lasting change in systems that impact Black people's lives, along with our Mike Muse, ABC News contributor, also Sirius XM radio host. Mike, let's start with you. We can't help but think about this body cam video as we are talking about the funeral today, as Tyre Nichols is laid to rest. And although it's so important to see this video for the sake of the investigation, a reminder to the world why we need to just take care of this problem of police brutality, but at the same time, seeing this video again, does that perpetuate Black trauma?
It does. It absolutely perpetuates Black trauma. It creates a system of PTSD. It makes us on edge. It makes us nervous. I was listening to a story from a gentleman earlier this morning, just right here at ABC, and he was saying that his 7-year-old father called him crying and told him that he wants him to be careful, and he is 42 years old. And so as Black people, in particular as Black men, it never escapes us the danger that we're in dealing with this entity that's supposed to be for public safety, but doesn't make us feel safe. And the irony is that unfortunately a lot of us who are in the work have to watch this video to bear witness to the brutality in order to unpack it and to make sure we uncover the lies that are being perpetuated in the report that can go against it, in order to make sure that, one, justice is served, and then two, to figure out how we can move forward with best practices.
Yeah, a constant reminder not only of the fear, but a constant reminder of why we so desperately need to create change. And Rashad, that's something your organization does. I just love Color of Change. I've interviewed you so many times, and you've researched this, and you found that Black communities, they know what keeps them safe and what doesn't keep them safe. And it's not the police. Tell us more about what you have found and also the solutions that you're proposing.
Yeah, so we've spent some time really putting out a vision for public safety, an affirmative. This is not a vision for policing, but a vision for public safety, which includes all sorts of different types of structures and communities. And it's on our website at colorofchange.org. We work with the Vera Institute and Brookings to really pull together best practices that were happening around the country in terms of investment in mental health, investments in violence prevention programs that, prioritize community leadership in that work. Investments in healthcare services and education. We know that the communities that are the safest in our country are not safe because of the presence of a lot of police. They are safe because of the presence of investment, economic opportunity, and all of these things which we know encourages people to be able to live their best lives. And so as we think about the path forward, we absolutely need structural change to policing. We can't just fire some police officers and prosecute them and say there's nothing else to see here. We don't need the type of reforms that are inside the George Floyd Policing Act and even some of the things that got negotiated out along the way. We need greater federal oversight, transparency, databases, an end to qualified immunity, a whole set of things. But what we also need to recognize is that we are not going to police ourselves to safe communities. We are going to make the type of investments that make us have the type of safety, respect, collaboration in communities that makes all of us healthy, and the type of things that communities that we think of as safe already have.
And Mike, as we just think about all the thousands of people that are going to gather in Memphis and watch the celebration of life across the country, let's just talk about what we're going to see today. I mean, Black funerals are pretty amazing. They are musical. They are magical. They are full of life.
They are. And it was listening to you. I want to say hi to Rashad. He does great work. I've known Rashad for a while. But you and Stephanie were talking about the music and the celebration of that. And it was reminding me of this gospel hymn that we sing very often, where it goes, "Is my living in vain, and is my dying in vain?" And the answer is no. And so for me, I think this is exactly what this funeral is going to be about, to make sure that Tyre Nichols' life isn't in vain. They have to walk this delicate dance of using this moment to really pay attention to what the atrocities of police brutality, but they also have to make sure that we celebrate the life of who he is, this beautiful soul, the father, a son, right, who leaves behind his child, who won't grow up without a father, but really remember the vibrancy of him, right, his light, as he used to love to go and watch the sunsets on the weekends. I hope that is really comes forward first and let the other movement be secondary to it.
We're going to have some church in here, aren't we?
Oh, yes. A lot of singing, a lot of praising.
Stay with us. Rashad, so great to see you. Thank you so much, as always, for the conversation.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.